Before we jump in, if you're serious about building a sustainable career in music, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to FiXT Academy. We bring in actual operators from within the industry to share practical insights you can apply right away.
Well, I want to throw a couple things at you guys and see anybody that wants to take them. And from different sides of the industry, you're all kind of in different corners and different sides or approaches. One thing that has really become true, and beyond just music industry, I mean, culture and social media in general is an always on this either obligation or sense that you have to be checking off something on your list, that you always have to be hustling or doing things. And especially if you're a solo artist or solopreneur or you got your own business, there's so many hats to wear, so many things you could do. How do you guys approach trying to manage that, and maybe even share some tactics on, some healthy tactics, or an example of something where you didn't do it great?
Please help us, Marni.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm like,
I'm all ears.
how much time do we have? I will start by saying that for me, even though I know exactly what works for me, it's a daily struggle and a daily work in progress where I have to remind myself, because when you love what you do, going back to what we were talking about, the identity piece, it's hard to stop. Like today, like I didn't eat until pretty much just before this. And I know, like, I ate in the morning, but, like, I usually will, like, put when I'm eating into my day. I will block it in so no one can book a session with me and I'm going for hours, because to continue with our airplane analogy. I mean, it's that age old, oxygen mask. We all know that analogy and it's used to death, but very few of us actually put it into practice. We're like, yeah, I got to put the mask on and then I can do that. But we don't do it. We just keep going. And then whatever happens, happens, whether it's a day or a week or a year of doing that. So, um, yeah, it's all that to say that it's a risk, right? When you're doing your own thing, there's so many things to do. There's deadlines that are real. There's deadlines that we put on ourselves. There's deadlines we have to put on ourselves because otherwise we'll never do the thing. But building in, and again, I come back, I call it strategic recovery. I very much look to the way athletes manage their energy in a game or a match or a season, and how they are not expected to go without taking a break or refueling themselves. And yet we don't talk about that for musicians. We're not even talking about on tour, by the way. That's like a whole other, but like we don't talk about when you're in a career or running a business, or when you're a musician and you're running your band or your artist career, you are the CEO, like you said, Ryan. You are running a business, very much so. And there's so many hats to wear and there's so many things to do. And there's so many things to think about at one time. So, I mean, one thing I will say is to think about one thing at a time, which is almost impossible. But when you start thinking about, I have to do all these things, then you just see them piling up and piling up and piling up, and then you get overwhelmed, and then you don't do anything at all. Where can I start? What's one thing I can do in this pile of things? What's one hat I can wear right now and make it a tangible thing? Because the more tangible it is, the more I'm actually going to do it, versus some esoteric, I have to create a marketing strategy. Well, what is that? Or I have to write a song. Like, well, where am I going to start doing that? So that's one thing. But then building it, finding what little recovery pieces work for you throughout. Just start with the day. What works for me in a day that I know keeps my energy up, mentally, physically, emotionally? Where are my energy leaks? Where am I losing energy where I might not even be aware of? And how can I start seeing some patterns in those two things?
If you found this conversation to be valuable, please take a moment to like the video and make sure you're subscribed. It helps more independent artists discover these conversations. FiXT Academy is also supported by our Patreon members. If you want deeper conversations, extended sessions, and direct access to what we're building here, you can join us there. The link is in the description.